Greetings everybody, welcome to Kane Harkonnen Studios once again, this time talking about the movies that destroy. That's right, destroy your imagination. Right after intro. Now I will explain to you why I named this video These Movies Are Destroying Your Imagination, but before we continue, I'm gonna take my jacket off because it's hot as hell in my damn room today. I can't stand it. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I am a firm believer in going straight to the point, so that's why, let me take you straight to the point. First of all, whenever one of these beautiful vampire horror movies comes out, this is what I look like. Please don't let it be shit, please don't let it be shit, please don't let it be shit. Sadly, after I have watched the movie, finally, with high hopes, I wish I could do stuff to the TV. Because the movie sucks. Yeah, I want to do terrible stuff to the TV. I know it's insane, but that's just who I am. Before I explain why these certain movies are destroying your imagination, we have to have a couple of examples. First example, over here you see Twilight. Now this is one of the worst movie examples ever. Why? Because it destroys the movie lore. Like, I've tried watching these movies a couple of times, like 3 times. Every time I tried to force myself to watch this movie to the end, I ended up running to the bathroom. I'm not puking, I swear. I'm on the phone with China. And that is not from my lack of trying. I seriously did. I just can't force myself to watch it. So what do we do with a movie like this? I'll show you what we do with a movie like this. I feel better. You?
I liked it.
And now I have next 2 movies that I would like to explain to you and why they suck, and not in a good way. We have this movie right here, and we have this movie right here. And these 2 movies suck because they're trying to be Matrix, and no movie can be Matrix aside from the Matrix itself, which ended in 1999. Aside from 3 other movies who tried to replicate Matrix, I only accept Matrix because it has a good explanation to why things are possible. Why does everybody suddenly has to be a superhero? We don't want superheroes from vampires. Vampires shouldn't be action movies. A little bit of an action is good, but not action all the time. So what do we do with movies like this? We send them packing. That's what we do with movies like these. And finally, we have a movie like this one. Only Lovers Left Alive. Well, let me tell you something about this movie. This movie isn't bad particularly, that it does something stupid, aside that it portrays vampires as retarded morons who are bored to death because they don't know what to do with themselves. And the movie is boring about vampires being bored. So after watching this movie to the end, I was thinking to myself that maybe I would have more fun sawing my own leg off.
Who's a coward now, Mama? I did it! We're saved!
That being said, now let's move on to why these movies are destroying your imagination. And yes, they do. Because there is something to be desired for. That's called leaving it on a cliffhanger. Not the story, because when you leave a story on a cliffhanger, that's bad. But when you leave an action scene on a cliffhanger, that's good. Because then your imagination kicks in and creates a different story for everybody. And practicing your imagination makes you a better human, increases your creativity. Because when you see every single flashy movie scene and everything slow down the way they move, and those flashy effects and everything, what happens is your imagination is dumbed down. There is no room for interpretation. And every single person's character and imagination would interpret it to let the imagination flow. Like in the Roman Polanski's The Fearless Vampire Killers, Dracula 1992. It doesn't show and reveal every single thing like Interview with the Vampire. Those are the movies that are good, that let your imagination saw its own thing after you have seen a certain scene. That's why me, personally, Kane Harkonnen, in Kane Harkonnen Studios, once I get enough money, must be funny. I promise you I'm going to do a vampire movie that will suck only blood. So there it is. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it because this is serious stuff. The way we can fix it is not promote movies like that. And when movies like that come out, just never recommend them to anybody, never share them on any kind of social media, just forget about them and tell people, look, just don't watch this movie. We don't want to watch this movie. And you know who you are, and I know who you are, and we know who we are together. Until next time of my rant, I'll see you later and hope you have a bloody good night and a blimmin' creepy evening.